Okay, so good morning everyone. So there is a question in mind in all students that most of the students are unaware about the pharmaceutics lab and what kind of introduction instrument or what kind of equipment, what kind of necessary things are required to carry out with you while performing the pharmaceutics lab practical. Okay, so for that purpose today I am making this video for what precautions you have to do in the pharmaceutics lab, also what kinds of things you should have to carry with you while coming to the pharmaceutics lab, and what we are actually performing, that I will explain in this short video. Okay, so this is pharmaceutics lab 1, and in the screen which is showing to you there are some equipments on your screen. So first one is a mortar and pestle. Okay, so this one is a mortar and this one is a pestle. Okay, so fine. So for making a syrup or kind of making a ointment or cream or emulsion, we require this equipment. Okay, all the ingredients we will weigh and we will take in this mortar and we will triturate it with the help of pestle, and we will prepare a finer desired preparation. Okay, after this is a measuring cylinder. Okay, on the screen this is a measuring cylinder. Okay, so if you see any marketed preparation which will be in a particular volume, so for example 50 ml syrup, so for that purpose we have to maintain a 50 ml of that particular syrup in that particular container. Okay, we can there we see in market there are 100 ml preparations, 200 ml preparations, so we have to maintain such volume by using this measuring cylinder. Okay, so after making the preparation in the mortar and pestle, we are going to pour this solution into a measuring cylinder and we will make a volume over here, and finally we are transferred to the container where we have to pack that our formulation. Okay, fine. So third one is your sieves. So to get a desired particular size of your ingredient, so we use different sieve numbers. So if you see, this is a sieve, one which of any number, second which is of any number sieves. Okay, so depending upon the sieve number, your mesh size is डिपेंडंट. सो ही जी मेश साईज आहे ह्याच्यावरती तुमची सीव नंबर डिसाइड होते. ओके, सो व्हॉट अमाऊंट और व्हॉट पार्टिकल साइज वी रिक्वायर्ड, सो that we will pass through from this sieve. Okay, so for this purpose we have to require sieves. So every ingredient have to be passed from this sieve, and then after it will take from for the formulation purpose. Okay, then this one is beaker. You know very well what is the use of beaker for mixing. Okay, for stirring kind of purposes we use the beaker. In with the help of one stirrer will be provided to you. In this we are going to mix a different solution to make a homogeneous mixture. Okay, so this will be your beaker. Then next one is your pipette. So these are the pipette. There are number of pipette. If you are seeing these are the three different pipette. One which is of 50 ml, one which is of 10 ml, one which is of 1 ml. So there is a suction pump which is attached over here. You can attach this pump. Okay, or directly you can suck from a solution. So you have provided with different solution. One which of your solvent will be there. Might be your alcohol. Okay, then some ingredient in liquid form. In that you have to take 1 ml, 0.1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml. So how we can measure this such a small volume? So we can use by this pipette. Okay, so you required to utilize this pipette. I hope you may know how to use the use of the pipette. If anyone don't know, I will give a practical on your on the day of your practical. Okay, so this is the pipette you will require. Okay, and this is a funnel. Okay, so all the preparation, if the preparation is prepared in mortar pestle, and if the preparation is prepared in a beaker, then we have to pour it into the measuring cylinder. Okay, here we are going to make a volume. So how we are can we directly pour this? No, we require some intermediate. So that intermediate will be a funnel. So funnel will be used. Okay, so this is to pour your preparation. Okay, so after measuring, you have to again pour this content from this measuring cylinder to the container. So you will pour with the help of another intermediate, that is a funnel. Okay, so in that way you have to use funnel. So all these requirements, these are the lab requirements, and this will be provided by college and lab. You do not carry all this. So okay, so these are the some basic instrument that you have to handle throughout the pharmaceutics lab. Then next, requirements in the lab. This the picture of this slide I have provided to you. You have to carry some of the or most of the things from your side. First one is your apron, cap, mask, gloves. Okay, so in that apron, cap and mask will be provided to you from our store department. So when you come to the college, you have to ask the person in the store department, and you have to borrow that apron, cap and mask. Okay, the gloves, which are surgical gloves, which are available in the market, almost of hardly 15 to 20 rupees of pair. A single pair is sufficient for this session. Okay, so you can use and you can reuse the gloves. In a normal practice, you cannot reuse the gloves in one formulation to another formulation. Okay, but so far, for cost cutting, we can reuse the gloves after proper washing. Okay, after one preparation, you have to wash the gloves and you can reuse the gloves. So these gloves you have to buy and you have to take from your side. Okay, apron, cap, mask will be provided to you. So if you see the figures or image over here, the students wearing a cap. Okay, then he used the apron, and here it is they don't have used the gloves, because the need of the gloves in this practical is not. Okay, so for pharmaceutics practical, so if you see, this is a co-logy kind of practical. Okay, so while performing your formulations, because we are directly dealing with any chemical or any ingredient, so in this you have to we have to use mask, gloves as well. Okay, you have to use mask as well. Here they don't use, but we have to use mask, then cap, apron in this fashion. Okay, there is no dress code inside the apron or okay, so your normal wear will be a fine for the practical. Okay, in general practice, don't use any slippers. Okay, there should be formal sandals. Okay, that will be a fine for you. Okay, so this is your dress code while entering the lab. Then lab book. I hope everyone aware about the lab book. And one more is journal. So journal you have to buy again from the store department. While taking apron, cap, mask, you have to take the journals from the store department, and along with your store journal, there is separate lab book. Lab book should be there. Normal lab book where we will practice our practical, and we will then rewrite in our journal in good manner. Okay, so a separate lab book should be there. Then a spatula should be there. What is meant by spatula? So this is some kind of spatula. So you have to buy this from the market. Okay, market मध्ये तुम्हाला हा spatula मिळून जाईल, ज्याच्यामध्ये one end it is a kind of a spoon like structure, and second one is a blunt or flat like structure. Okay, so this is a very helpful to weigh the ingredient. So how much amount of ingredient we have to take, you should have to weigh by this spatula. So everyone should have this spatula while coming to the lab. Okay, then next is a butter paper. So such kind of butter paper is needed. So if you purchase one butter paper which is of more quantity, almost of 8 to 10 rupees of single butter paper will be sufficient for your entire pharmaceutics practice. So why we use, so we cut this butter paper in a small portion, so hardly of about 2 centimeters square or hardly 3 centimeter squares of butter paper need, and on that butter paper we have to weigh the ingredient, and after weighing that we have to transfer it in your formulation equipments. Okay, so this butter paper you have to carry from your side. Then next is a container. So there is a most of the questions arise from the container, that is a narrow mouth container and wide mouth container. Okay, so if you see the dosage form, there are some liquid dosage form and there are some semi-solid dosage form. So in liquid dosage form there are syrup, elixirs, then suspension, emulsion. In that we have to require a bottle. Okay, so in that fashion, so these are the narrow mouth container. So the opening of this container is narrow, so that's why these are the narrow mouth container. So ह्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला काय करायचं, जे तुमच्या घरामध्ये जे ओल्ड प्रिपरेशन किंवा फॉर्म्युलेशनचे जे कंटेनर असतात, कप सिरप असतं घरामध्ये 50 ml 100 ml चे असते, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाईम 50 ml और त्याच्यापेक्षा खाली जे कंटेनर असतील तुमच्याकडे ते घेऊन या. यूज केलेले कंटेनर आपल्याला चालतील, फक्त प्रॉपरली वॉश, त्याच्यावरचं जे लेबल आहे ते कम्प्लिटली लेबल काढायचं आहे आणि तुमचे जे कंटेनर आहे ते प्रॉपरली वॉश असले पाहिजेत. दे डोंट हॅव देअर ओन स्मेल और प्रिव्हियस प्रिपरेशन स्मेल. ओके, सो यू हॅव टू टेक अ क्लीन कंटेनर. हा मार्केटमधून तुम्हाला नवीन परचेस करायची गरज नाही, तुमच्या घरामध्ये प्रत्येकाच्या घरामध्ये असतील. सो फॉर कमिंग टू द प्रॅक्टिकल, एव्हरीवन शुड हॅव ॲटलिस्ट 3 नॅरो माउथ कंटेनर. ओके, प्रत्येकाकडे 3 नॅरो माउथ कंटेनर असले पाहिजेत. Depending upon the number of students are coming for offline practical, we will make a group. So if there is a possible in a group of if there is a less student, individual performance will be there, or if there are numbers of student increases, there is a 2 student in a group. So in a group there should be 3 containers should be there. Okay, for narrow mouth. Okay, so मोठे कंटेनर आणू नका, 100 ml किंवा 200 ml चे, 50 ml किंवा त्याच्यापेक्षा खालचे जे कंटेनर असतील तेच तुम्ही घेऊन या. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज अ वाइड माउथ कंटेनर. सो दीज आर द कंटेनर मेजरली यूज फॉर द ऑइंटमेंट जेल काइंड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन्स. सो देर शुड बी डेफिनेटली this kind of container. This is a kind of balm which is available, iodex is there. So such kind of container, make sure that it should be a glass container. Okay, so such kind of container you have to do properly wash of this container, remove complete label from this container, and you have to take. So such kind of container you have to use for the ointment, gel and kind of semi-solid preparation. So these are the wide mouth container. So you have to get at least 1 wide mouth container for each student. So you can use the reused container as well. So these are the wide mouth container. Then next is a color pencil. If you see, we have to prepare label, just that we have container and we are going to fill up the formulation in that container, and we have to label that container. Okay, so that label should be attractive, and we can make that attractive label with the help of such kind of color pencil. So individual you have to buy this color pencil box. Then next is scale calculator, that you have to take it from your side. Then scissor should be from your side. Then not too much big, small scissor is required to cut only the paper. Okay, then sticking gum, that almost of 5 to 10 rupees of it's available. We have to stick that label on that container. So for that purpose we have to use that gum. Then A4 size blank paper. Okay, if you see, we have to use the label. So we can make a label of A4 size blank paper, जे आपण झेरॉक्सला पेपर यूज करतो. ओके, सो तो झेरॉक्सचा पेपर ॲटलिस्ट 2 to 3 फ्रॉम इच स्टुडंट इट इज सफिशियंट. सो तो ब्लँक पेपर तुम्ही परचेस करा आणि कॅरी करा येताना. देन ॲल्युमिनियम फॉईल. ओके, aluminum foil, I hope everybody knows about the aluminum foil. So we don't require a whole roll of aluminum foil. Okay, very small amount of aluminum foil is required to us. You know the preparation that we are going to prepare, like suppositories everyone knows that. So we have to pack that suppository in two different. First one, we will pack in a wax paper. Instead of wax paper, we are going to use butter paper, and that butter paper will be again wrapped with this aluminum foil. Okay, so for that secondary packing we require that aluminum foil. So a small quantity of paper will be sufficient, or else a single roll will be sufficient for a whole class. Okay, so we if possible try to buy a small piece of aluminum foil. Okay, then marker pen to mark your beaker, because in some condition or in some cases we have to mark your roll number, we have to mark a solution to a beaker. So in that we have to use a marker pen, as well as on your mold, such as your suppository mold. So on that suppository mold we have to keep for the chilling. After pouring a solution, hot solution, we have to keep that mold into a deep freezer for almost 20 to half hour. So on that we have to write your roll number, because for proper identification. So in that case we require a marker pen, and one more, that is a lap cloth. Okay, so as you are performing in the laboratory, you will give a proper area on that table. Okay, and you have to perform your whole the practical on the table. Okay, so the area which is assigned to you should be a clean area. Okay, while making a formulations, the area, surrounding area should be a clean. There should be no unhygienic condition should be there. Okay, so making a proper hygiene and proper cleaning. Before preparation and after preparation, you have to clean your own area. So for that purpose, the cleaning of the table and the glassware, you require a lap cloth, and a lap cloth have no it should be a lint free, because there should be a non-dust or non-lint kind of material should be there. Okay, a normal cotton lap cloth will be sufficient. Okay, so this is your lap cloth. So these are the requirements that you have to buy or you have to take from your side. Only apron, cap, mask will be provided from college, from the department of store. So you have to go to the store department initially, and you have to take all this requirement, and that is the cap, mask and apron, and remaining you have to take from your side. Okay, I hope everybody understood about this requirement. Okay, so this is a basic requirement. Now I am going to give a general instruction while doing practicals in the lab. Okay, so this is your weighing balance. So everyone have seen this weighing balance. Most of this in the market, this large weighing balance will be there. So it measures from 10 mg to almost 5 kg. So not less than 10 mg will be accurate on this weighing balance, and not more than 5 mg will be accurate on this table. So 5 kg. So 5 kg is a maximum limit, and 10 mg will be a lower limit of this table. So of this weighing balance. So if any way ranging from 10 mg to 5 kg, you have to weigh on this weighing balance, and below to 10 mg you have to weigh from this weighing balance. So this is a very sensitive weighing balance. Okay, so if you see, all the settings will be already done over here. Okay, you have to put butter paper over here. Okay, so in this area you have to put your butter paper, जो आपल्याला स्मॉल साईजमध्ये आपण कट करून घेणार आणि ह्याच्यावरती ठेवणार. आफ्टर दॅट यू हॅव टू प्रेस अ टेअर बटन. मीन्स butter paper have some kind of weight, 2 mg, 4 mg. So you have to tear that weight. Okay, after tearing it will be a 0 again. Okay, so after that you have to weigh द अमाऊंट ऑफ इन्ग्रेडियंट रिक्वायर्ड. सो आपल्याला जे जे इन्ग्रेडियंट आहेत ते आपण इंडिव्हिज्युअल वेट करून घेणार. इफ यू वॉन्ट टू वे फर्स्ट पॅरासिटामॉल, देन यू विल वेट पॅरासिटामॉल and you will write a paracetamol on that butter paper. You will keep it aside. Then second ingredient you will take. If the second ingredient will be a sucrose, then you will weigh sucrose. Okay, in that fashion you will take a weight, and after that you will taking all the ingredients you will go for the formulation process. Okay, so in this way you have to handle weighing balance very carefully. Okay, so don't put 1 kg weight in smaller weighing balance, or you don't because the limit is only of 100 mg. Okay, so from 100 mg you will I think it will be a 10 gram for this. So not more than from this you will measure by this weighing balance. You have to weigh from this weighing balance. Okay, so this is regarding your weighing balance. I hope you will understood this and how you have to handle the weighing balance. Then next, these are the suppository molds. So this mold I have discussed in our theory part. Okay, so in this mold there are two separate parts. If you are seeing in this second image, there is the one part and this is the second part. First you have to lubricate with oil. Okay, so this oil will be applied on the all mold. Okay, then you have to join this mold with the screw fitting. After a proper joining, you have to pour the solution that we have prepared, and this mold will be filled up to their upper line. Okay, upper part, and then you have to keep this for refrigerator according to the procedure almost of 20 to 30 minutes. So after of that particular achieving time, you have to take it again back from the refrigerator, and you have to remove both the parts of mold, and you will get a suppository inside it. Okay, so these are the suppository molds. Then next, that is a water bath. In some preparation there is a requirement of heating process is there. So if first one, this is a beaker, if you have taken 2-3 ingredients into this beaker, okay, after that you have to stir. Okay, the next step is that heat for 5 minutes. Okay, so this is a glass beaker, you directly don't heat this glass beaker. Okay, because there is a chances of breakage of this glass beaker. So how we will heat this glass beaker? We will take in water bath. So this is the metal container, this is your water bath. Okay, so in this water bath there is a water will be there, and that metal or that container will be heated by the help of burner. So it will stand on the tripod stand. That water bath will be stand on tripod stand, and below to that there is a burner. So this assembly should be there. So you have to hold this beaker with clamp. Okay, and you have to heat up to the time which is mentioned in your procedure. Okay, so this is a kind of assembly for the heating of any content which is in beaker. Okay, fine. So this is your water bath like structure. Then next, this is your final products. So that was, I am telling that after your preparation you have to, if you see this figure number image number 1, so after your preparation you have to formulation, you have to pour the content in this container. Okay, so तुमच्याकडे हा कंटेनर तुम्ही बाय केला असेल. ओके, सो दिस वॉज अ डॅमेज कंटेनर ॲक्च्युली विच इज ऑफ युअर प्रिवियस इयर और यूज बाय एनी सिनियर. ओके, so that I have taken and took the picture of that. So this is damaged container. You have to buy, or you have to take a clean container. Okay, it should be a clean, the closure should be a clean. सो ह्या क्लीन कंटेनरमध्ये तुम्ही सोल्युशन पोअर करणार, आणि सोल्युशन पोअर केल्यानंतर काय करणार, यू हॅव टू लेबल इट. ओके, सो इन दिस मॅनर यू हॅव टू ड्रॉ लेबल in practical. Okay, so label should be like this. This is a piperazine citrate elixir, so you have to write piperazine citrate elixir and IP, because this preparation is from the Indian Pharmacopoeia. Then the volume of the preparation, that is a 10 ml, 20 ml, 50 ml, whatever it may be, you have to write. Then each ml contains, so you have to write the all ingredients in 1 ml. Okay, so 1 ml of piperazine citrate contain the piperazine citrate, that is a main ingredient, active ingredient, then chloroform, glycerin, orange syrup, and all. So all ingredients you have to write over here. Then you have to write the details of manufacturing. So first you have to write the manufacturing license number, then you have to write the manufacturing date, then expiry date, then MRP, then category. So what is the category of piperazine citrate elixir? So for what purpose we have to given this medicine? So category of the piperazine citrate, that is the anthelmintic. Then storage. So how you can store this preparation? You have to write over here, store in a well closed container and away from direct sunlight. So this is my storage condition for this my finished product. Then you have to write the dose. So for roundworms, a single dose of 30 ml per day, and for tapeworm, that is a 5 to 10 ml per day divided dose, that is children 9 to 12 months, that is 2.5 ml. So this will be the dose of this preparation. Then container, so you have to write the specification of the container. So store in a umber color glass bottle. So this is my specification required for the container. Then directions, avoid in a pregnancy. So you cannot give this medicine in the pregnancy. And this is your name of the company, and in this we are going to write the name of our institute. So this is the Indira Institute of Pharmacy, Sadoli. So such kind of label you have to prepare for each preparation. Okay, and this you have to stick on this container. So in this way you have to prepare, and after your preparation you have to write in your lab book as well as journal, and you have to check it from your check it from my side. Okay, so such kind of final preparation should be there. Now this is a syrup, so this is a narrow mouth container. If there is a ointment gel, it should be a wide mouth container that I have shown in image. Okay, so like that you have to use that container, and in that container you have to label in the same manner. Okay, then if there is a powder preparation, then you have to prepare a container like envelope. I hope everyone knows that. Okay, so that paper envelope you have to prepare, and in that you have to keep our powder formulation. And for suppository, there is another kind of envelope which will be covered with aluminum foil. For such kind of you have to use the preparation or the packing material. Okay, and you have to label that. So this is your final products. Then next is your how to write journal. So this is your journal, and so this should be a standards how to write journal. So there is one more question in your mind, that is from where you will take this category you don't know, storage condition you don't know, the dose of this you don't know, container, directions, so all this data you don't know. So from where you will get it from the procedure and all the theoretical part. Okay, that I will provide you, and you have to extract it and you have to write in your label. So I will provide these things to you. So first one, you have to write the experiment number 1 and the date over here, the date of performance, not a date of the writing journal. Okay, so on which date you have to we have performed, that date you have to write. Okay, then you have to write the title of your preparation, that is a simple syrup IP 1966. So this is your title. Then you have to write aim, then you have to write the theory, you have to write the procedure, all the stepwise procedure you have to write. Then you have to write the note, category, container and storage on your first page. All the theoretical part you should be write on your first right page. Okay, then I will first discuss the right handed side, then directions, then the result and the references. So you have to write all these things on your right side. Okay, so all this I will provide you, so just you have to write it. Okay, then next on left side you have to draw first prescription. Okay, so this such kind of prescription should be there. Prescription number 1, name of the patient, address, age, then sex, then details of the doctor, then the subscription, inscription, then signatura, and all this you have to write on this side of left side. So firstly you have to draw prescription, then second, that is a formula. So this data I will provide to you. Okay, so first one, this is a serial number, then name of the ingredient, then quantity given, then quantity taken, and role. So in this manner you have to draw formula. So formula table is most important for your kind of practical. So if you know the formula and if you know the procedure, you can make any kind of preparations. Okay, so if you see, there is a name of the ingredient, so they have provided that sucrose and purified water. Okay, then quantity given, is 66.7 gram and 100 ml. Okay, if you see the aim to compound and submit simple syrup IP 1966, it is given in 10 ml. Okay, so it is not written over here, but it is a 10 ml. Okay, so in aim there should be written how much you have to prepare. Okay, 10 ml, but the quantity given, if you see, this is a for 100 ml, so we have to convert this quantity for 10 ml. So for 100 ml it is required 66.7, you have to convert for 10 ml, that is 6.67 gram. So you have to write the roles of each ingredient, sweetening agent, and vehicle. So in this way you have to write the formula. So this data will be provided to you. So only quantity given will be provided to you, quantity taken you have to calculate from your side. Okay, then you have to draw label should be like same that I have discussed previously. So for each and every preparation you have to write the label and you have to color that label. Okay, if you see the image of container, you have to give a attractive color for your label. Okay, for finished product as well as in your lab, in your journal as well. Okay, in lab book it is not necessary to provide with color, only you have to draw the label, only color should be in your journal and your finished product. Okay, in this fashion you have to write your journal. Okay, and it should be a sign from my side. Okay, so here these are the some general instructions regarding your how to perform your practical and how to write your journal. Okay, so then next the precautions, because we are going to deal with a direct exposure to the heat. So in some experiment we have to deal with heating process. So in that you have to handle the burner. Okay, so in last image you have seen there is a burner. Okay, so you are dealing with the fire. So hope you know the basics of how to deal with fire, how to take care from your side to avoid burning. Okay, then most important thing that you are going to directly deal with different chemicals. So as you know, the chemicals will be hazardous to you. Okay, if it is directly exposure to your hand. Okay, so in that case you have to handle it carefully, you have to take all the precautions. There will be a separate that is a chart or separate kind of poster which is stick on the lab, that is do and don't do. So okay, so you have to write or read this file coming to your lab. So initially you read all the do's and don't do's. Okay, so after that the basic precautionary thing I will explain again in your regular practical. Okay, so this much for your introduction of your pharmaceutics 1 lab. So I hope everybody understood what kind of things they have to take and come for the practical. Okay, so far this is a fine.